So you don't know this about me, but I find some way to royally F up every single job I've had. My Instacart account was deactivated today. Apparently, I violated my contract in breach of some kind of rules they sent me an email tonight. There's a whole story attached to that. So, I'm going to do my best to give you the story in little pieces because this thing says that... Sorry, I have my glasses on, so I'm blind. Okay, I guess I'll do it bit by bit. So, I thought after I finished with Hannah, okay, I'm back in Covington. I'll do 2 more deliveries and I'll go home. I took a double order, thinking it'd be a quick little thing. Went to the Covington Kroger, started off pretty easy. Just getting produce and dry goods and staying in touch with the customers. Then I get to the Easter candy for the first order. Order A, her name is Vicky. Oh, this thing is getting to where I'm gonna have to cut it off probably. Ugh, whatever. I'm putting my glasses back on. There, now I can see, and ugh, I look horrible. Anyways, I get to her Easter candy, and she has 3 things. A package of pre-filled eggs, these Cadbury egg thing, like little miniature Cadbury egg gift packs, and then this huge bag of a variety of Mars candy, which is like M&Ms and Snickers and such. They don't have the pre-filled eggs. This lady panics in the chat. I'll explain why she's panicking at the end. So she and I are chatting back and forth, and as an Instacart shopper, it is my job to make sure not only is that the customer's happy, but that I do my best to fulfill their needs, even if it means we have to change up the order. This lady not only goes into panic mode, she tells me, I have to have 90 pre-filled eggs. Do they have empty Easter eggs there? Empty plastic eggs? And I say, yes, they do. They have these baskets that are $3.99. They have 10 empty eggs with the grass and the basket. And she's like, can I get 11 of those? So, if you know anything about grocery shopping, you know that usually you can only get like a limit of 10. If you're lucky, you can get 11. So, I was already worried about that. But I cleared it with management, and they said it was cool. So then, she's like, I don't know what to do about candy since I don't have what they were going to give me. And I was like, ma'am, I'm a teacher, and I've taught Sunday school, and I've done many events like this. So if you would like, I can select some options, send you pictures, you can approve them, and I can add them to your cart. So we did that for several things: Whopper eggs, Cadbury eggs, jelly beans, and marshmallow peeps. And we're communicating back and forth in the chat, and I'm adding these items. So there's this thing in Instacart where you're adding the item. It's an option that you can do because the customer can add it while you are doing the actual order. They can add things to the order while you're shopping for them, and it'll update you and it'll pop up for you. We're going to get to why she couldn't do that. So I was the one adding to the order. So we have 11 of those baskets. We have at least 30 bags, little like bags of jelly beans, Whoppers, etc. I finally get her to tell me, how many kids are we doing this for? 12. They're my grandchildren. Okay, huge purchase. Nothing new with Instacart technically. Then when I get to checkout, all the prices go through properly. It is a huge long ass receipt. Here, I can show you. I can like take a picture later or whatever. It's huge. It's really, really long. And me communicating with her has actually made it so that I have gone beyond the time that I was it has like a goal time for you to be finished with your shopping trip, and it gave me an hour and 15 minutes to do 2 orders. And the second order, there's stories with both orders, but the big story is the first order. So Miss Vicky, I get her order checked out and everything. That works out perfectly. I have the best bagger in the world and the best cashier in the world. So patient the way we handled everything, and he got the car loaded perfectly. I finally get to her place, and I have to unlock a gate. And she warns me that she has a guard dog, the friendliest guard dog ever. It was a black lab mixed with a bloodhound or something like that. So from there, I get my mom's wagon out. I'm using her craft wagon to take groceries and stuff. And then I get to the door, and I hear her come up, and she's got yapping dogs behind her. She's got little chihuahuas. Those are annoying dogs. And she is in a motorized scooter, completely disabled. This woman might have been late 60s, early 70s. So not only did I bring the groceries inside her home, and this was once again cutting into the delivery time for the second order, I brought them in and I let her keep my bags because I wasn't about to just take my bags back and leave all that crap on the ground, because I asked her, ma'am, do you have someone to help you unload this? Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow. And some of that stuff she had was cold, so I'm like, well, she doesn't want me to put it in the fridge, but there's a certain boundary you cannot cross as a shopper and just as an individual citizen in general. So I finished with that order and leave the haunted wood that she lives in. And then I get to the next neighborhood and try to deliver the second order, and I get an email saying Mary, who is the next order, has redacted her order. So if you know anything about the word redacted, it means not only have they pulled it from your possession, they have basically kicked you out of the order and anything you may have earned. I'm going to explain in a second. So I get this email, and then I see another email that I can't quite read. It says your shopper account status, and then I can't read the rest because I'm more concerned about the GBS getting me where I need to be. So this second order, the numbers had fallen off the mailbox, and it was 9:30 at night tonight. So that was fun. It was near impossible for me to figure out what house I needed to go to. So I'm driving up down that street. My Waze keeps telling me, proceed to the route, proceed to the route, proceed to the route. I'm like, shut up. I am trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be. So from there, finally someone's garage opens, and I have my windows down because I'm desperately trying to see if maybe there's numbers on the houses, because the mailboxes, I can't barely see them, even with my brights on, even with my flashlight out the door. The garage opens to a house, and he's like, are you Instacart? I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I'm late, and I'm apologizing all over the place. And I let it slip that I'm so sorry. I think that I've gotten in trouble with Instacart too. I mean, I think I might have got reported because these orders are so late. He's like, well, we didn't report you. Thank you for getting us our groceries. And so I get back to the car. I drive to a gas station in a panic. And then I see an email saying your Instacart account has been deactivated for your breach of contract. So I'm not sure exactly what has gotten me in trouble specifically, because it could be one of two things. I added a bunch of items at her request for that first lady, for Vicky. I added them at her request. I sent her pictures. I have her approval and proof in the chat, which I no longer have access to. I wish I'd taken screenshots or something. So, sorry, I'm getting all wound up again. I came home and had a panic attack, basically. Anger panic attack. Because, like I said, I always find some way to F up every job I ever do. Anyways, I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to stop with that because it was a mistake. a mistake that anybody could have made. So